After a few weeks in Nigerian courts, I could see that the two legal systems rarely had anything to do with each other. I wondered what happens when a Christian and a Muslim are involved in a dispute. I then heard about a test case with a Christian man who had been involved in a legal battle for over a year over the fate of his 13-year-old daughter.
Mr. Labo, can you tell me when you last saw your daughter?
Without his consent, the little girl was converted to Islam and married off by his ex-wife, a Muslim in the same village. It's now become a tug-of-war between a Christian father and a Muslim mother. Although in Africa it's quite common for a 13-year-old girl to be married, her father would like her to be educated. He complained to his church, so the church paid for a lawyer to fight his case. It's Labaran.
saboda na ba ta jari wanda ba za a ƙariya ba har abada sai dai bayan rayuwar kaga ko iyalinta za su yi amfani da jarin da na ba ta.
With lawyers involved, the case has been tossed around between the two systems for over a year. The Sharia court was willing to decide on custody, but Labaran has taken his client's case to the High Court in order to contest their jurisdiction. It's turning into a matter of legal principle.
You know, we have, like you say, conflict of laws. The Islamic law is different from the common law, but generally speaking, consent is no consent if it is given by a person who is underage. And of course, that thing has set up the Christian community against the Muslim community. Why should they allow a small girl, push a small girl into just because, you know, the police, the idea was get her to change her religion, get her married off to a Muslim, and then there will be no point of return. And that's what we are fighting.
After hours of negotiations, I've been given access to the High Court. It certainly wouldn't be allowed in Britain, but even here it's on condition that I don't film the judge. What began as a simple dispute about custody has become a complicated test case in the High Court. It's now a legal contest between two lawyers.
The grounds of objection, my lord, are as follows. That the marriage to which the applicant happened to be the product of was conducted under Islamic law. For this reason, the Honorable Court lacked jurisdiction to entertain this suit.
Counsel to the 6th and 7th respondent has grossly misunderstood the facts placed before this Honorable Court and the nature of the application before it. He has grossly misunderstood it.
As the lawyers argued over legal technicalities, I almost missed the fast and effective justice of Judge Issa's Sharia court.
Sharia court's establishment law is not applicable.
These lawyers weren't arguing about what is best for the little girl, but about which court the case should be heard in.
Lawyers have tendency to convert purely civil matters into fundamental right enforcement matters, my lord. So it's not always that when a lawyer says this is a fundamental right issue, that it is fundamental rights. It may be purely civil matter, like in this one.
Let me just rest, sir, so that we don't waste the time of the court.
While the lawyers argue, the child's father is left bemused.
Lokacin da muke babban kotu na jihar Zamfara High Court. To abin da ya sa ba zan gane abin da ya faru ba saboda suna magana da Turanci idan kuma an taso ba za a sake.
As I told the court, at the time of the course of action, Kulwa has not changed her faith. Therefore, the law that is governing this action is the law that is applicable to a Christian.
I couldn't help wondering what the girl would want, and when I asked Labaran, I was astonished at his response.
And are you sure that the girl didn't want to
get married, or maybe she was tired of school. Have you checked all of that?
You see, I had no opportunity, just like the father had no opportunity to see her, to talk to her, since he allowed her to go and visit the mother. So there was no way we would know her position. Even if she is tired of schooling, even if she doesn't want schooling, it is not for someone else to determine it for her. It is for her father to determine it. Now, if the court will pronounce it, then of course we will have a pronouncement. It is as good as a written law. Okay, that is what we are fighting for. We are not interested in getting her out of the husband because it will complicate her life. Honestly, we wish her the best remaining there. But other children are coming up. Other children are coming up. Not only Christian children, even Muslim children.
The little girl is now 14 years old and expecting her first child. By the time this case is resolved, she may be too old for school and busy raising her young family. But the lesson for Britain is how the two legal systems can clash when lawyers get involved.